Tonight on Q Weekly, we again speak to Michael McAlpine, a numerologist, clairvoyant and psychic. We then venture again through the Lavender lens, reviewing tonight's screening of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy and an oldie coming out. Up now is Q News.
Good evening, I'm Stephen with tonight's Q News. B News reports that a gay man from Pakistan suffered barbaric punishments before seeking asylum in Australia, but the federal government doesn't seem to think that this counts as persecution. Ashraf Mahmood had sex with a friend back in Pakistan after they'd finished their exams. They were found out and Ashraf was forced to face a local customary court. He was sentenced to 40 lashes of the cane and was forced to have his arm burnt with a red-hot pipe. This left him in hospital for a month. He was also ordered to marry, which he did in 1997, and in 1999 he and his wife had a baby son. Ashraf's wife then came to Australia to study, and Ashraf and his son joined her and were permitted to enter Australia as dependents. Whilst here, Ashraf met up with a Pakistani gay man, and they soon started a loving relationship which continues today. Ashraf has told his wife about his sexuality, and his wife's parents arrived in Australia and took her and their son away, and Ashraf now has no hope of contacting them. Because he was legally in Australia as his wife's dependent, he has been left in legal limbo. Ashraf is now unemployed in Melbourne, waiting for the Refugee Review Tribunal to hear his appeal against the Immigration Department's decision that he is not a genuine refugee, even though Ashraf is fearful that if he is forced to return to Pakistan, he will be severely punished and his in-laws will use his homosexuality against him out of revenge. The federal government will have to decide whether to abandon its superannuation legislation or accept the extension of benefits to same-sex couples after the Senate amended its bill last week. The amendments would change the legislation to allow a partner in a same-sex relationship to access his or her partner's superannuation when he or she died. The amendments were moved by the Labour opposition and supported by the Liberal Democrats and the Greens. The Liberal National Coalition opposed the amendments. Senator Nick Sherry, the Shadow Minister for Retirement Income, says the laws had to be changed because the government had no right to interfere in the property rights of individuals. Both openly gay senators, Bob Brown of the Greens and Brian Krieg of the Democrats, welcomed the vote. Krieg says it was the first time three parties had cooperated to pass amendments to a government bill benefiting same-sex couples. The government may now either accept the amendments or abandon the legislation. Labour MP Michael Danby gave credit to the lobbying by gay and lesbian rights activists for the success. They brought about a seismic shift in the Senate's attitude to same-sex superannuation, he said. And from the pages of 365gay.com comes a story that a conservative Christian group has filed a suit to block California's new domestic partner law from taking effect. The Campaign for California Families filed a lawsuit in the Los Angeles Superior Court alleging that the law set to come into effect on January 1, 2005 seeks to circumvent the state law barring same-sex marriage. In the year 2000, voters proposed Proposition 22, which says only marriage between a man and a woman is valid and recognised in the state of California. The new domestic partner law, signed on September the 19th by Governor Gray Davis, extends to gay couples most of the rights traditionally accorded to heterosexual married people, but does not go so far to give gay and lesbian people the right to marry. It is the second suit that seeks to prevent the law from coming into effect. One day after Davis signed the legislation, the man who proposed Proposition 22, Republican Senator Pete Knight, launched a suit at the Sacramento County Superior Court. Although Proposition 22 was approved by 61% of voters in the year 2000, a recent field poll found that voters are split on the issue of gay marriage. However, 72% of people surveyed supported expanded rights to same-sex couples. It was only a bus pass, but to same-sex couples in Ireland, it represents a major victory for the recognition of gay and lesbian couples. Ireland allows pensioners and their spouses to travel free on buses under a programme called the Free Travel Scheme. But the Department of Social and Family Affairs, which administers the plan, refused to recognise a Dublin senior citizen and his partner. The couple, whose names have not been released, complained to the Equality Authority, which is the Human Rights Commission in Ireland, which ruled that the couples were victims of discrimination. 365gay.com reports that following the intervention of the Equality Authority, the Department of Social and Family Affairs accepted that it had violated the 2000 Equal Status Act. The pensioner and his partner got their bus passes plus €2,000 in damages, and the Equality Authority has served notice on other government departments they better re-examine their regulations or they'll be prosecuted. And following that, after the break, we'll return to Q Weekly.
Hi, I'm Ketchen, you're watching Q Weekly. With me I have Michael McAlpine. Hi Michael.
Hi Bruce.
In the last couple of weeks we've been talking to Michael because Michael is a numerologist, clairvoyant and psychic. We've talked in the last couple of weeks about your talents. I'm going to put them to the test now. So I'm going to have a reading. Now what do you need from me?
I think I just need your body.
No. I'll give you my birth date.
No, I'll hold your hand and go into a light trance.
Okay.
And then when I come out of that, it'll be a very quick one.
Yep.
Just to give viewers the overview of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll ask for your birth date and we'll do some numerology.
Okay.
I'll do.
Great.
Good. All right. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Right now, don't cross your legs. Just keep the energy flowing here. And
Okay.
loosen up. You're a bit uptight, Brett.
Am I?
Oh.
It's TV.
Okay. Just relax. The more relaxed, the clearer I can tune in. Okay. I'm getting the person's name of Paul. Someone you know? Paul?
Yes, there is, yes.
Yes. He's probably short, short, sort of darkish colour hair. It's kind of has an interesting part or something up the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing the two of you go through a door, and it's a big sort of with a big brass handle door, and you're going in and you're actually inspecting it as though you could be moving home, or has this just happened? I'm just wondering. Has that happened yet?
It hasn't. I do know a Paul. I work with a Paul.
Could it be that you're going through, investigating something in your workplace?
Yes.
Right,
yes.
and you could be going through this door to investigate something?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep. Paul,
okay.
Yeah, Paul is one of the guys who does the mail, and at one stage I did go down to get some mail from him. We did go through a door, yes.
And you can recall this incident.
Yes.
But there's something that came out of that incident, that's some revelation or something that came out of it. Maybe Paul mentioned something to you and you actually picked up on it and you went ahead with it, and actually something positive come out of that?
I don't recall off the top of my head, but yeah, that could have happened.
Well, have a think about that later. I mean, it puts you on the spot like this.
Yeah.
And maybe you might not want to share it with the viewers, but that's fine. All right. Well, and the other thing is, I'm picking up. There's an elderly. I'm seeing a very elderly person here at the moment. With this person would have passed over, and it's a woman. She would have been, I would say, grandmotherly figure, obviously, and should be about 79.
Yes.
I'm picking up that. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Okay, curlish, sort of bits of grey through her hair, and she had those, typical frames that grannies wear at that stage. I mean, it's some time ago. It's not all that recent though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And she's picking up that. Go back and do that course that you were thinking about doing at some time. You need to pick that up and finish that off. You're talking about something to finish off in a career situation with you. You need to just polish that off, she's saying.
Right.
Does that make sense to you?
It does, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Look, I'll come out of this now, Brett, and I'll just pick up on and do some numerology on you, alright?
Yeah.
Okay. You're quite deep when you get there, you're very sensitive.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went quite deep there, yeah. Alright, your date of birth is?
26th of the 10th. 1967.
You're a Scorpio.
Yes.
I bet you've got some dark secrets there when you go out on the traps there. All right, 26th of October. Yes, you're in a year 5. That means you're right in the middle of the ER cycle at the moment. That means you're in a situation where you can change things what you don't like.
Right.
So lots of changes around you at the moment.
Okay.
You're contemplating on going on a trip.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Where are you thinking of going?
Tasmania.
Tasmania?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
I think...
You been before?
Yes. Yeah, many years ago. Yes.
Where are you going?
I think it's Devonport. I'm not 100% sure, but yes.
Devonport.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Nice place. Yes. I'm from Tasmania.
Okay.
All right. Also, there's lots of decisions you've been grappling over at the moment, whether to do this or that way or this way and so on.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you're really sort of sitting on the fence with a lot of time, not really making, in the end you're sort of going to, should I do this and should I do that to different friends and so on. What you shouldn't be doing any of that. What you should be doing is going with your first feeling on the thought, your first decision. You've already made up your mind what you're going to do. Well, you'll come back to that, and you always will. This year there'll be many decisions like that, and you'll be going, always have to come back. So remember, the first decision is always the correct one.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, most important this year, not to have too many irons in the fire.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have too many things going on. You won't be successful at any of them.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Well,
okay.
that's it for now.
That's fine. That's great. Thank you so much, Michael.
That's all right. It's a pleasure.
You're willing to come back and do some either some other guests or crew members?
Yes, certainly.
That's great.
If they'll have me.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you'll have me. Yes.
That's fine. We'll have you back.
All right.
Okay. If you'd like to contact Michael, there's an email address at the bottom of the screen. Please email your queries to Michael, and he's glad to answer them. Okay, and you have been watching Ben TV.
Hello there, welcome to another Through the Lavender Lens, once again on Q Weekly. Nice to have your company again, and it's also nice to welcome to the panel Auntie H, good old Auntie H.
Hello.
How are you going?
And good old, what's your name again?
Brett.
Stephen! And this is Alan.
Yes, we have to introduce Alan because he always forgets his own name.
That's true, I'm a bit forgettable, aren't I, sometimes?
Oh.
Or forgetful, anyway.
Yes.
But,
We are doing drama, aren't we?
well, yes, it is Monday night, the queer night for viewing, isn't it?
It is the queer night for viewing.
As MCV says.
As MCV says.
How much more gay can TV get? Well, Monday night's pretty crammed full with queer stuff at the moment.
Yes.
What with us and Queer as Folk, and the new edition on Channel 10.
Yes, so hopefully you've all just joined us from Channel 10 because we're going to talk about Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Just premiered episode 1. Some commentators, columnists, what have you, have said that it might set gay television back 10-15 years. Does it?
I thought it was very moving in its modern time as we are. Had great sets for the introduction, a lot of good graphics.
Catchy music, yeah, very grabbing from the word go.
In the background too, which helps the upbeat beat of it all. And it moved along with a really good pace, so yeah, it kept me on the edge of my seat.
Why don't we take an example from them then? And there was some concern that it, would fit stereotypes and the Screaming Queens, style savvy and all this sort of thing. What do you think? I mean,
well, it probably does go select stereotypes both ways. It's got one Screaming Queen on it,
Carson the fashion guy,
but the others weren't too bad.
No, pretty middle of the road.
The victim they select's also as daggy can be,
Yeah, so stereotypical straight man.
And straight guys are stylish, as we know in everyday life.
But he turned out to be rather a spunk. All the girls were eyeing him off.
It's amazing what you can do with just a bit of.
No, not me. But the girls in the film, they were eyeing him off.
It's amazing what you can do with a bit of defoliation. Deodorant, isn't it? Really?
I better not say anything about care.
But no. But no, there was quite a selection of eye candy for various tastes, wasn't there? I mean, apart from Carson, the fashion guy, who had absolutely no fashion sense, I might add.
Usually.
Jai was pretty good, the culture guy, wasn't he?
Yes.
Kind of cute, but I thought what he said was... Somebody said it was a bit of waffle, really. I mean,
The food
you know,
was
go
good.
in and say hello and then walk off to these
Well, it's
guests and that.
typical arrogant Americanism, I think.
But, yeah, did you like any of them?
Oh, I like the, who's the one doing the hair again? What's his name?
Kyan, wasn't it? The grooming...
Yeah, the grooming guy.
Grooming
Sounds
queen.
like he was doing a poodle rather than a bloke, isn't it?
Well, he had a lot
Well,
of
Bush
hair.
did have a lot of hair, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was doing a poodle. But he was
Turned
quite
into
cute.
Brian.
A bit up himself. I mean, I could go up him, but he was rather up himself.
Oh. Raising the tone now.
Okay.
So I think it's a bit of fun Monday night. It is entertaining and it does have a positive side. It shows sort of the straight guys, you know, bonding with the gay guys in
Yeah,
a way.
it was
They got
good.
on. It was good natured.
It was fun.
And
Yeah, I thought it was entertaining.
it was better
Yeah.
than some of these so-called reality programs. So give it a look. Channel 10 Monday nights 8:30. But make sure you tune over to us
Yes.
straight after.
Yes, no staying on channel.
And it was a big contrast to the next video that I was tortured to see.
Well, H for harsh, thanks.
Yes, we were.
Good old H Cornfeld-Fraser. Yes, the next viewing we had was another video from our video. This one was
Thank you,
called...
darling. I didn't mean it.
This is called Coming Out. It was directed by Heine Caro, and it's the only East German film to be entirely backed, funded, whatever, produced by an East German studio. We reviewed West Vestler a few months back. That was made, it was made by West Germans, and it was filmed covertly in East Berlin. This was upfront, fully funded, and actually filmed at actual gay bars and back lanes around East Berlin. I liked it. I know some people thought it was slow moving, etc., but hey, we're talking...
I like the last half hour. Got very, very interesting. Especially with the older guy and telling the younger man how it really is in the real world of the gay world.
Well, that's it. We're talking East
It's
Berlin, Soviet era East Berlin. It actually premiered the night the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, and it showed somewhat...
What a double, yeah.
It showed a somewhat innocent scene, perhaps, but still with the elements that we find in the scene now: bitchiness, two-facedness.
Musst keine Angst haben. Jeder hat mal so angefangen. Hab Mut.
Yeah, I mean, I found the film a bit slow going to start with. I mean, it did take a while for me to get into it. There are a few
What's
bits of it
its
which
title again?
coming out.
Coming out.
There's a very long coming out.
No, there were certain things it touched on that were interesting, and there were certain times in the film that it was entertaining, but overall I found it to be rather a slow film. But from a historical perspective, it's probably worth watching.
For the era and the country and what have you. It's very interesting, very tender. As in Vestler, the love scenes were very tenderly done.
Yeah.
And it had some interesting insight, as you say, from an older member of the scene, senior citizen perhaps, who it really...
He's a good...
It really
he could really handle his alcohol, this man. You'll see
Indeed.
why later.
But it really spelled out the loneliness that must have been felt by people in that age group.
Ob einer der neben der Arbeit Jude ist oder sonst was. Lustig schwul. Wie lange vergessen?
And the other thing I thought as well, it showed, it gave you a very good depiction of how drug addicts were treated in communist hospitals.
Yes, right from the start, at the beginning of this video. But you know, the other that surprised me, being European, I thought that the woman in this particular video, who was in a deep relationship with the main character, at least I thought she would be a lot more broad-minded and not so frantic about the subject of
I don't know, I mean-
homosexuality, but apparently that's not how it goes.
I don't think it was so much the homosexuality
In those
anyway. I
days.
mean, she just sort of found out her boyfriend
husband.
or husband
Her husband.
actually was seeing another guy. You know, it's being lied to, it's realising the person you thought was in love with you is not in love with you. There's a lot of hurt with that, so I don't think it's necessarily...
But I thought she was a bit thick, you know, because there were a lot of little clues right along through their relationship.
She's probably in denial. A lot of people... I do often feel sorry for the wife in this situation, but, the sympathy all round, really.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, he was a teacher, and I wouldn't have minded having a teacher as cute as
Now, back out the gutter again. You told me off about that earlier.
Now, we want to offer you, people, the chance to not only get
Our viewers,
get your weight in gold in out video rentals, but also help keep Ben TV on air. We'd like to offer you $30 worth of free video rentals, courtesy of Out Video.
Lift that up over the microphone, please. Thank
Possibly. It's not that interesting, but it's just a voucher. Yeah, you do the modelling.
Oh, well, we brought you along for some reason.
Now, if you would like to email or ring us and leave your name and number, if you're the first through, we'll offer you this Out Video voucher if you're prepared to join up as a member for Ben TV. It's $30 for 1 year, and you get the same amount in video rental, so you've made your money back. If you'd like to drop us a line to lavender_lens@yahoo.com.au, or give us a ring on 0438 052 769. That's 0438 052 769. Leave your name and a contact number. We'll advise you if you're first, and then when you send us your subscription for a year's membership, we'll send you out a free voucher. Okay, sound good? Keep us on air and get all these fabulous videos, and VHS rentals are weekly now if you're not near the store. Keep it in mind.
We need the money. H wants to upgrade from a cupboard under the stairs to
If he wants to afford a blouse instead of blankets. We will see you next time on Through the Lavender Lens, and keep watching Q Weekly. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All the videos we've reviewed tonight are available from Melbourne's own Out Video. Come and visit us in person at 13 Brighton Road, St Kilda, right opposite St Kilda Town Hall, or on the web at www.out.com.au. What do you think of Q Weekly? Is there anything you'd like to see in the show? Please drop us a line with any feedback to q_weekly@yahoo.com.au.